What's up everybody? Hope you're all keeping well. Happy New Year to all of you. Let's start this year with hoping that this will be a great year for mankind. My name is Kashyap and you're watching Code with Kashyap. In this video, we are going to talk about quick actions. Quick actions are a convenient way for user to interact with your app. Quick actions can be accessed by 3D touch on the app icon, or for the devices which does not support 3D touch, it can be done by long pressing on the app icon. So let's dive right into the code. In our sample app, the idea will be to have a label on view controller which will tell us which button of the quick action is clicked. I'm building the app on my phone and mirroring the screen on the laptop. There is one thing to keep in mind though while integrating quick actions. At a time, iOS can show only 4 of these quick actions, so we have to be mindful of what we add. It has to be something, or it should be something that user might need frequently. Let us start by creating an object of NSMutable application shortcut item. Here this type is an identifier which will be useful to know which button of the quick action is clicked. This is useful when you have multiple buttons. Localized string is the title for the button. Localized subtitle can be information about what would happen when clicking on this button, or it can be some useful information about this button. Icon is the image shown besides quick actions. There are some predefined images for this quick actions like add, edit, etc. We are going to use custom images that we have in our assets folder. User info is any additional information that your app might need when clicking on quick action. Let us pass a string in this user info, which will be the text for the label on view controller when we click on quick action. Quick actions can be set and get by UI application.share.shortcut items. Note that this shortcut items is an array of the type NSMutable application shortcut items. If we run the project, we can see the quick action when we 3D touch on the app icon. Let us implement a delegate method which is called when clicked on any of the shortcut items. Let's see if this method is being called on click of quick action. Yep, it's working. Let's create an outlet for this label so that we can change the text on it when we click on quick action. Let us find an instance of view controller in app delegate so that we can directly change the label title from app delegate. Here there is only one view controller, which is root view controller in key window. Now that we have top view controller, let's find whether it is actually an instance of view controller. Now that we are sure that top view controller is of the kind view controller, let's access main label directly from here and change the text to it. Let's run the app and see what happens when we click on button 1. We can see that the text of the label is changed. Your typical use case might not be to change a label or the text of the label, but you get the idea how you can find the top view controller and how you can make sure that the top view controller is of the type what you are expecting. Let's try to access the user info of shortcut item that we have set from view controller while adding the quick action. Understand that this user info is an object or dictionary which will have a key value pair. Here we want to find the value for the key. We are going to set this value as the title of the label in view controller. Usually you should pass things in user info which is immediately needed to the app when launched from quick action, something which your app is fetching from the API but will not have when launched from quick action. Let's run the project and see if we are able to access value from user info. As we can see that we are able to access user info and values inside it. Let us add one more quick action and see how we can use type, which we have set to identifier. Here we can see that even though we are adding two quick actions, we are only able to see one. That is because shortcut items is an array and at the end of both functions we are adding only one action. So whichever is added last will be set. That is why we are only seeing button 2 here. What we can do to fix this is to fetch all the quick actions that are set currently, which will be an array, append that array with the shortcut item that we have just created and then assign the array back to shortcut items. Shortcut items is getter and setter both, so we can access already added quick actions by same code. We are going to append it with our new created quick action and then assign it back to the shortcut items. Let's do the same thing for button 2 as well. Let's change this to shortcut 2 and append it to this array. Let's run the project and see what happens. Here we are able to see 3 buttons because one was already added and then we added 2 more. We are going to fix that in a while. When clicked on button 2, we are accessing the label name that we wanted to set from user info and passing it to view controller. Let's fix the repetitive button problem. We can do it by clearing all the buttons when the app is launched. Since shortcut items is an array, we can assign empty array to it to remove quick actions. Or for not adding same quick actions multiple times, you can also keep a flag in user defaults or in database and only add shortcut if it is not added already. Now let's run the project and see how it works. This worked. So here we have only 2 buttons. Let's try to access type of shortcut item and see how that can be used. Typically in your app, you would want to redirect to different screens when clicked on different quick actions. For knowing which screen to redirect to, this type or identifier can be used. Let's define what happens when clicked on button 1 and button 2. Let's change the background color of view controller when we click on each button. Let's run the app and see how it works. There you go, it's working fine now. So that is how quick actions can be integrated. This is a really handy feature for a user to have. If you want your app to stand out, this is definitely a feature to consider integrating. Let me know if you have any other cool stuff or cool ideas that how we can integrate quick actions. Also, if you did not understand something from the video, you can always comment down and I'll be happy to help. Thank you so much for watching. Happy coding!